Number two is what I've often said is the most, important word in the world, but it made it number two, is consistency. You've got to be consistent. Everybody wants results, right? They want 100% return on a 40% effort. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way in school, in academics. It doesn't work that way in learning a new language. You can't put in a 40% effort and expect to be fluent in speaking a new language, or whatever that goal is. You've got to be consistent. You don't run a marathon tomorrow, but you certainly can months down the road. You don't win a powerlifting competition tomorrow if you've never done it, but you can certainly build up to that. And a lot of people have. And so in any aspect of your fitness endeavor, being consistent is going to be the most important thing, because that consistency leads to adaptation, which leads to improvement, which leads to success, which often leads to happiness and fulfillment and all this stuff. But for some people, that word is just too much. Consistency, it doesn't mean enough. Or accountability, it's just like a word. It just says, oh yeah, I got to be consistent. But if you can swap that out for, let's say, the expression showing up, show up every day, show up every day, put your shoes on, get out the door, go for a jog, even if you don't feel like it. See how you feel 5 minutes into it. Maybe that 5 minutes turns into an hour. I told you I've been doing a little bit of jogging recently. It's hard for me right now because I don't have that aerobic capacity. I've been weight training. I weigh a bit more than I have before, over 200 pounds. It's harder. Man, I was 3 minutes into it. I was like, forget this, I'm done. Right. But I wanted to run. So I wanted to keep going. So I ran for 15 minutes straight without stopping. And then the next day or 2 days later, I ran for 20 minutes straight without stopping, even though 3 minutes into it, I was ready to stop. But then you start adapting, you feel better. Or if I had never even stepped outside, I wouldn't have done it at all. I'd say, nope, I don't feel like it today. It's too much. But I'm able to do that, and it's helping me in a variety of ways. And so that's one small example. And also during this whole pandemic, quarantine, COVID time, we could say, why bother? Gyms aren't open, especially last year. Gyms aren't open. There's all these obstacles. There's all these reasons not to. Why bother? But as you know, consistency works both ways. If you're consistently inactive, or consistently eating junk foods, or you're consistently staying up too late and not getting enough sleep, or you're consistently following bad habits, that compounds too. That adds up as well, just like consistent good behaviors do. So if you can find positive actions, behaviors, habits that you can do on a consistent basis by showing up every day, that's going to be something that takes you to the finish line.